Hello, children. Welcome back. Children, today we will continue the same chapter that we started last class. And the name of the chapter is The Parrot Who Would Not Talk. Before we start, let us have a recap of the chapter. In this story, we learned that the author belongs to Mussoorie, a hill station of India, and his Aunt Ruby bought a parrot in spite of the refusal of her parents. She started teaching him to talk, and whenever she put her face close to his cage asking for a kiss, he used to move back with anger because he did not like Aunt Ruby. And one day, when she was doing the same thing, the parrot moved forward and knocked her spectacles off her nose. After that, Aunt Ruby started disliking the parrot and started making faces at him and calling him useless fellow who could not talk, sing or dance. Then the responsibility of giving food to the parrot was given to the author. And one day, by mistake, he left the cage open, and the parrot got a chance to escape. He flew away into the mango orchard. Now let us read the remaining part of the story and find out that what happened after that. At the same time, grandfather came onto the veranda and remarked, "I see your aunt's parrot has escaped." The door was quite loose. I said with a shrug. Aunt Ruby was upset. I thought we would never see the parrot again. But a few days later, I found the bird sitting on the veranda railing. Unselfishly, I gave the parrot half of my mango. While the bird was enjoying the mango, Aunt Ruby came out of her room and cried out, "Look, there's my parrot. He must have missed me." With a loud squawk, the parrot flew out of her reach and perched on the nearest rose bush. He glared at Aunt Ruby and screamed at her in my aunt's familiar tone. "You are useless. Can't talk, can't sing, can't dance." Aunt Ruby went ruby red and ran inside her room. But that wasn't the end. The parrot became a regular visitor to the garden and veranda. And whenever it saw Aunt Ruby, it would call out, "You are useless, can't talk, can't sing, and can't dance." The parrot had learned to talk after all. So, children, as we saw in the story earlier, that the parrot flew away from the cage. So, this thing was first noticed by grandfather when he came onto the veranda. Veranda is an open space in front of the house with a railing around it. So there the parrot's cage was kept. And when grandfather went there, he noticed the bird had escaped. And he told the author that his aunt's parrot had escaped. Then the author shrugged his shoulder. he lifted his shoulder as if he did not know about that, and said that the door was quite loose, because he did not want others to blame him for the parrot's escape. After that, Aunt Ruby was upset, and the author thought that they would never see the parrot again. But a few days later, he saw the parrot sitting on the veranda railing, and he gave half of his mango to the parrot without being selfish. While the parrot was enjoying the mango, he was eating the mango, Aunt Ruby came out of her room, and as she saw the parrot, she cried, "Look, there is my parrot. He must have missed me." That means, after seeing the parrot, she thought that it came back because he missed her. But it was not the reality. The parrot flew out of her reach with a loud squawk, that is, with a loud noise. And he perched, that means he sat on the nearest rose bush so that she could not catch him. Now from there he glared. He looked angrily at her and screamed at her in her familiar tone. "You are useless, can't talk, can't sing, can't dance." That means what, children? That means he learned to talk whatever Aunt Ruby used to tell him after she started disliking the parrot. And after listening to the parrot, she got very angry. She went ruby red. Ruby red means her face turned like red colored stone called ruby, and she ran inside her room. But that wasn't the end. That means it was not the last day. The parrot started coming to their garden and veranda regularly. And whenever he saw Aunt Ruby, he repeated the same things. "You are useless, can't talk, can't sing, and can't dance." That means finally the parrot had learned to talk. So, children, what have you learned from this story? That you should take good care of your pet, right? And you should not irritate them. And also, you should not talk ill about others. So, children, now we have completed the chapter. Read it nicely again and again and learn the spellings and word meanings and complete your assignments. Take care. Bye bye.